And welcome back to Sports Mecca. We've got some National Basketball Association and some Major League Baseball to talk about. Jacob, let's talk about LeBron and the Cavs. They needed a must-win game last night against the Pacers. Tell us what happened.
Well, they got the win. It was a crazy finish. J.R. Smith with a nice three to send the game. That looked like it would win the game for the Cavs until a dumb foul. Paul George then misses a free throw. Game goes to overtime, and 2 overtimes later, the Cavs come out with a win. I mean, 135 to 130, it's a high-scoring game in 2 OTs. What a good game by both LeBron James and Paul George, bringing us back to these duels from the Eastern Conference Finals back before George tore his ACL at the U.S. basketball camp. LeBron 41, 16, and 11. That is a Westbrookian stat line. Paul George 43, 9, and 9, also a Westbrookian stat line. The Cavs are now once again tied for first in the East. I do think they'll hold on against this with them and the Celtics, although they should be worried about 2 very good teams in the East that have both looked good over the recent months. And those teams are the Wizards and the Raptors, especially the Raptors, who are getting Kyle Lowry back. This is the first time we've seen the Raptors healthy since the trade deadline. So this is the first time, the playoffs will be the first time they get to break out this lineup with Lowry, DeRozan, Serge Ibaka, and Patrick Patterson. They can run this five-out lineup where everyone can shoot threes. I mean, that's going to be a really good series, whether or not they play the Celtics or the Cavs in the second round. I think the Raptors can really give some teams trouble in the East.
All right. Well, speaking of MVP candidates, of course, Russell Westbrook. He is
Right.
1 triple-double away from the all-time record. Oscar Robertson holds the current record at 41. With 6 games left in the season. What are we thinking? Do you think he gets it?
I think he gets it for sure. I think the better question is, does he get it in their next game against the Bucks? And I think he will. If he doesn't, of course, the game after that is the Grizzlies. Russell Westbrook loves to play well against my Grizzlies, so I'm sure he'll have it by then. But Westbrook has been so good these last 2 weeks. Not that he hasn't been great all season, but it looked like Harden was kind of running away with the MVP voting. But now Westbrook has made such a good push. Harden hasn't played as well. MVP might have to go to Westbrook now, which is crazy to me to think about. He's played so well lately.
Do you think that Russell Westbrook is going to get the MVP? Because I don't think he is. I still think that James Harden's going to get it. I don't think James Harden deserves it. I think what Russell Westbrook has done with the Thunder, I think that's unreal. The fact that you are about to break a triple-double record, and I think you should be awarded the MVP for that because obviously you're doing something right. But I still think that Harden's going to get it.
I think Harden does deserve it. And really the reasoning for Harden is that the Rockets are so much better than the Thunder is, and that Harden is so much less ball dominant than Westbrook is. That his stats are, he's scored a little bit less. He has more assists, some less rebounds. But you look at Westbrook's stats, no one's averaged it since Oscar Robertson. You look at Harden's stats, which is 29 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 11.5 assists, and 8 rebounds. No one's done that since Oscar either. And so I really do think Harden does deserve it. He's been incredible this year. The Rockets have been great. I think I would give it to Harden, but Westbrook has played so well lately. One more thing I did want to add in. Kentucky basketball, you said earlier that if you could choose any coach to play for in the college basketball, it would be Roy Williams. I think I'm going to have to go with John Calipari. Coach Cal's players, with the 76ers signing of Alex Poythress, former Kentucky forward, 20 of 30 NBA teams now have a Kentucky player on it. That is where 2/3 of the NBA have Kentucky players. And Tyler Ulis last night, the 5'10" point guard, put up a 34-point, 9-rebound, 9-assist game. That is Kentucky's 11th 30-point game on the season in the NBA. That is crazy. That is sustained excellence from Kentucky basketball in the NBA. I'm just blown away by how they keep doing it.
I am too. So Thunder's next game. Milwaukee tomorrow night. We'll see if Russell Westbrook can get that last triple-double that he needs to break the record.